Well, this should have been a normal, peaceful day of shopping at a Texas outlet mall that turned into a nightmare for the elderly mother of an Indian origin doctor. She was a US citizen living in America for 47 years, yet she was stopped, harassed, and questioned by masked ICE agents, all because of her accent. So the question is ICE really targeting people for having an Indian accent? Meet Dr. Nisha Patel, a San Francisco based physician. She shared a shocking story on X. Her mother was walking through the mall when federal immigration officers approached her. The agent assumed that she spoke Spanish because of her accent. But when she said she did not speak Spanish, they didn't just stop there. They aggressively demanded to know where she was from, rattling off country names without giving her a chance to answer. She tried to explain calmly that she had lived in the US longer than some of the officers had been alive. But it took showing a photo of a US passport on her phone for the agent to finally let her go. Now, this story we have already covered on Times XP, but let me tell you why this is such a big deal. Because this is not an accidental case. Dr. Patel described it as a warning sign of a broader problem. Current immigration enforcement actions are affecting not just undocumented migrants, but citizens, their families, and their communities across the US. Can you think about that? Anybody with an accent could be harassed. They can be detained, they can be questioned, even if they are born and raised in the US or legal citizens for decades. Well, here's a context for you all. Under the current US administration, Trump administration, ICE has intensified its operation. Agents are no longer limited to airports or detention centers. They are showing up in malls, streets, public spaces, creating fear among immigrant communities and even citizens. Now, this crackdown has already led to at least 2 fatal shootings of the US citizens, sparking protests in Minneapolis, in New York, San Francisco, Boston, and Indians are the now one who are being hit the hardest. Indian nationals have been significantly affected by this crackdown. Financial year 2024, about 1,368 Indians deported for immigration violation. Late 2025, 3,258 more Indians deported. Now, these numbers do not even account for family separation, harassment, or wrongful detention here. The Indian diaspora is living under growing fear, even when they are law-abiding citizens, but also it has international concerns as well. This incident is raising a lot of eyebrows globally. The United Nations has issued warning about US immigration enforcement. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk said that people suspected of being undocumented, they are being watched, arrested and detained, sometimes with force. While the current policies risk arbitrary arrests, flawed deportation decision and unlawful action. Even international watchdogs see what Indian Americans has been experiencing for years now. A system that targets them based on appearances, accent and ethnicity. In the end, here's what Dr. Nisha Patel said. Her message is clear but heart-wrenching. She is a US citizen. She has lived in this country for 47 years. If you think this is about sending criminals back, you are dead wrong. This story is a wake-up call for everybody, not just the Indian community, because harassment based on accent, race and nationality is a civil right issue. Because citizens should protect you, not put you at risk. Because one ordinary shopping trip should never turn into a federal interrogation. In the end, here is why this whole things matter. This is not just a story of harassment. This is a case study in systematic bias. People are judged by accent, by skin color, not by legality. Indian Americans, brown skin community and immigrants, they are often misidentified as foreign threats. Harassment of citizens create fear, mistrust and social fragmentation. It highlights the need for accountability, reform and empathy in immigration enforcement.